Hello, what is up guys, the Strongboys19 here. This is going to be a video where I will be listening / reacting to Greta Van Fleet's brand new studio album entitled Anthem of the Peaceful Army. Now before I get started, I do not want to have the actual music in the background, hence I am wearing my headphones, so all of you will be hearing, sadly, a lot of the stupid webcam noises, plus my own voice of saying my things about Greta Van Fleet's material, and I will give you my opinions whilst I'm listening to it. So, yeah, here we go. Age of Man, the first song. Right, it fades in quite smoothly. Right, vocals kick in. Quite a gentle start. Immediately, the vocals remind me of Geddy Lee from Rush. And I really do like Geddy Lee a lot. Alright, the whole band kicks in. Quite an acoustic introduction. Alright, now the electric guitars. The bass guitar is really prominent in the mix. Quite a fat bass tone. I like the sound of the drums, especially the snare. So far it's got some steady beats. And I like where this is going. Not a loud rocking start to the album, but I guess it sets up the mood of what I'm going to be expecting to hear. Well, I'll let the band show me what they've got. Immediate, strong vocals, which are just really good already. I never knew a guy like him could have that high range. Age of Man sounds really good. Some neat structure. The vocals really soar through the chorus. Such strong tone. Some neat drumming too. So this is pretty much a ballad, but it's not like a bad thing. I'm pretty sure that a song like this will be like a big grower over time. If I will be listening to the album a lot more. Not too huge on the structure, like a lot of chords. Well, this is pretty much like a steady pace to start the album off. Right, Age of Man, I like that one. Strong chorus, smooth instrumentation. Right, The Cold Wind. Alright, some energy going on here. A hard rocking bluesy tune. After the intro, the band just, boom, gets straight to the point. It feels tight. Alright, I'm digging this. By the way, I'm not going to compare these guys to Led Zeppelin because I really want to pay attention to Greta Van Fleet as a different sounding rock band than thinking of Led Zeppelin. Quite catchy. I know I said this before, but I really do like the sound of the drums. It just has some kick to it. Really good sounding. Alright, guitar solo. Nice. Quite bluesy. It's neat. Thought it would be longer, but you know, when it comes to some songs that are quite mid-paced or fast, solos can't really go on too long. The Cold Wind, another good one. Alright, the next track, When the Curtain Falls, and it's the music video, and I'm watching it / listening to it, so why not do both? Quite a cool guitar riff. Immediately Zeppelin-esque. There's nothing wrong with that. as I said before. Well, Age of Man immediately just doesn't sound like Led Zeppelin, so I don't think all of the tracks will sound like those guys. But you know, as I said, I don't want to think of them as another Led Zeppelin. Okay. Oh, some neat bass licks. Very good ones, actually. And I know that John Entwistle's a big influence. It has like its own style to it, and John Entwistle's like one of my top favorite bass players of all time because he had made a lot of bass licks that are like, yes, his own, but they're, I would say, imaginative, that fits the sound of the music. This one I do enjoy too. Quieting things down on the bridge. I really think the guitar sound, its crunchy type of distortion, is top notch. Nothing too thin or too compressed. It sounds just right. That does have some bite to it. Pentatonic guitar soloing. One of the most common and used scales for lead guitar. Yeah, when the curtain falls. As I said, Zeppelin-esque. Um, it's a good track. Good track nonetheless. Okay, watching over. Gentle start. Clean guitars. On a minor side of things. A distorted type of chorus. Easygoing pace. So far, like, no problems with this. I mean, I do like some of the energy that this band's been delivering so far. And then quieting things down with some sweet instrumentation, gentle lead guitar work. Oh, I like the effects that the solo's been adding in. I like the guitar sound on the da 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 da. I like that. I wonder what they've used. Somehow it reminds me of like the guitar combining with a hint of a sitar. Well, I doubt that a sitar is used on this track, but I could be wrong. But it somehow reminds me of a sitar. I mean, this guy's range is like quite mind-blowing actually. I've never seen or heard a singer at that young age to have that high range. It's insane to me. Man, he did work hard a lot to get that signature sound of his, and I think it's really good. Brilliant vocals. The chorus isn't like really dramatic, like powerful. It's decent. It has to suit the mood and the sound of this type of track, but it's not bad. Watching over, pretty cool song. I prefer some of the previous tracks. Right, I'm on to Lover Lever, guitar riff and drums joining in. Again, quite a bluesy guitar riff. And then the band's back in action. Catchy beat, and the vocals on this one are quite melodic. Again, really good guitar playing. I'm digging this one. I like this. Possibly, so far, one of the better sounding tracks. I can see the energy that's going on. Cool drum fill to start the chorus again. I mean, it's insane that Greta Van Fleet can have this amount of energy with vocals in a melodic way, going from one range and then go to a higher note and then going back down. This is a good song. Excellent song. Next up is You're the One. Neatly played acoustic introduction. Drums kicked in. The keyboards come into place. Got like a acoustic um, country rock sounding touch. Coming up, the chorus. Vocals and backing vocals joined in together. Simple but great structure. And I like the keyboard sound. This reminds me of possibly Crosby, Stills and Nash, or Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. A keyboard driven solo. This is another really good one. I'm digging it a lot. It's got a positive, joyous vibe, and this is now one of my favourite songs on the entire album. This is excellent. Excellent delivery, again, strong vocals, and the instrumentation really, really good. Awesome song. Just amazing. One of the top best tracks on the entire album. The New Day begins with another one of these acoustic driven tracks. And the clean acoustic guitar sounds really, really nice. Sublime, actually. I haven't said that word in a long time. Right, we're heading to the chorus. With some backing vocals. I like this. I like this one. Okay, this is right. Becoming one of my favourite tracks on the record. Soaring vocals. So far, I'm very impressed with this material. Okay, some guitar soloing. I really like the chorus a lot. Very good chorus. I'm sorry for repeating some of the same words because I'm really trying to concentrate. The New Day is brilliant. I really liked this track. One of my favourite songs on the album right now. Next track, Mountain of the Sun. With some slide guitar. And I believe the tuning on the guitar is like in an open tuning. Hence, that's why the slide was included. Same key as the previous track, The New Day. I like the pacing on this one. I like how simple their instrumentation gets. There's nothing that is filled with too many things going on. It's effective. Simple music can be effective. At least that I think it sounds catchy and memorable. The New Day is memorable to me. Alright, here's some slide guitar playing. Basically just following the exact notes from the scale in an open tuning, even though it can be quite difficult for guitar players to improvise a solo in an open tuning than the usual standard tuning. Some tambourine while the vocals carry on and the drums. Cool track. I think this song is as good as The Cold Wind and When the Curtain Falls. The New Day is probably my favourite song of the album so far. Brave New World. A slower paced introduction. Quite a deeper, moodier sounding song already. Backing vocals that are like reverbing in the background. Some neat riffage, or licks, whatever you want to call it. Again, one of these tracks that have a loud chorus and then quieten things down. There are some really good guitar playing in this one. The drumming sets the pace of the song very nicely. You may be thinking to yourself that from what I've been hearing on this Greta Van Fleet album so far, it's been nothing but positive, but at least I am brutally honest with what I am hearing so far. I just don't find anything that is like that problematic. Gentle bridge, smooth instrumentation. Yeah, another one of the minor driven songs. There's one tiny little gripe with some of the tracks. Not that it's like a very bad thing. I wish that some of the choruses on some of these tracks could bring some more oomph and power. Not only for the soaring vocals, but with some more excitement on the guitar work and musicianship. Fuzzy sounding guitar solo. I like the sound of the fuzz. Very much like a Jimi Hendrixy vibe of the fuzzy solo. Yeah, Brave New World, very good track. You see, I'm being fair. There's only one little gripe that I just said from what I've been listening to so far. Okay, Anthem. I give the whole band a lot of respect. I think they did put in a lot of effort into this music. Very gentle acoustic playing, some percussion in the background during the chorus, some melodic sounding vocals. I do enjoy this one already. Immediately reminds me of Albatross by Fleetwood Mac, you know, with the gentle guitar sound in the background. Throughout most of the album, the lyrical content has been based on different things, and I think some of the lyrics really do suit the instrumentation. This is really like the most percussive acoustic sounding track. It's got a very soft, positive mood after the previous songs that are like in a minor phase, like a heart warmer. Very nice song. Greta Van Fleet's debut album, Anthem of the Peaceful Army. So what do I think of it? In all fairness, this is a very good album. I don't know what the negative people are on about. This album is really, really good. Some flaws, like I said earlier, that some of the choruses and a few tidbits need to, like bring up a few notches of like oomph and strength. And some of the tracks are good, but not as strong as others. Production wise, is really, really good. And I will have to say, well done to Greta Van Fleet for this first album. So this is a debut album that I really, really enjoyed. And I'm pretty sure that some of the tracks may be heavy growers to me. So in terms of a rating, even though that I don't review new albums for each year anymore, I am going to give Greta Van Fleet's Anthem of the Peaceful Army an 8.5 out of 10. So that is all I've got to say. If you want to check out Greta Van Fleet for yourself, please do. Give them a lot of support and check them out on Facebook, like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, and check them out on YouTube and all the other stuff. You know the drill. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll keep you guys posted for more videos in the near future.